English sisters.
We will hypnotize
You into feeling calm
and being brave.
and being brave. As we were talking more and more about bravery, and we're developing this little bravery series, we were thinking, sometimes even saying no. You have to be kind of brave to say no too, don't you?
Mean say no to who?
Well, in general, if you have to say no, like for example, a parent that has to say no to a child, there's always that sense of fear of the delusion you're going to create. Like saying, you don't really want to say no, but at the same time, I think it takes a bit of bravery to say no. I mean, in any situation, not just in that. Don't you agree?
Mean like for discipline?
For discipline or at work, sometimes you have to be brave and say no.
So are we talking about children or adults?
We're talking about everything. We're I think it's just like, it takes bravery to say no in any kind of aspect.
Well, it's easier to say yes, isn't it? Like
That's
if
what
someone
I mean.
says, do you want to come to my soiree or party tonight? You can say, it's difficult to say no unless you've already got especially if you know the person quite.
Well, that's another example. Where would one think it takes bravery? You think, goodness me, bravery, we're not talking about, the definition of bravery is to endure sufferance and to overcome fear. So does that involve being brave? Well, perhaps it does in today's world.
Well, maybe by saying no to somebody, it's like saying yes to yourself.
It's like saying yes to your self-care. It is. It's like saying yes to your self-care, because if you're saying no, there's a reason why you're saying no.
So it's like saying yes for your own mental health, maybe even.
I think so. I think it's like saying no to certain things that you think your life's already too busy or there's too much in it, so you say no.
So what would you have to do? Like you would have to say, do I want to do this? Does it fit into my schedule?
Yeah, it's like you would have to have like your personal little compass and think, is this, what direction is this compass pointing to? Is this going to benefit me in the sense that it's going to be looking after my mental health? Or is it not? And sometimes it's not. You might think, no, it's not at the minute. Because when you do have to say no, I think it's quite scary at times. And then you might be like feeling really
there was
sweaty.
A period in our lives that we had to say no, because we used to go out with a group of friends that we sort of outgrew, didn't we?
Yeah, we did outgrow them. Yeah,
it wasn't just financially expensive to keep going out with them, but it was also mentally exhausting, because we really had nothing to say to these people, even though it seems weird that we would have nothing to say.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but it
was just like tiring. Instead of being like, when you do something, then afterwards you feel, even though you may be tired before going out, but when you come back you feel energized.
Yeah, and you think, oh, that was nice. Yeah, that was lovely.
It was the opposite. So it didn't really fit in with our kind of lifestyle at that time. So we decided not to do, to say no, sorry, we're not going out with you anymore.
No, we didn't say that. It was more like a gradual thing, but it was like a certain...
But it was every week when they would say, you coming? We'd have to say, no, not tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of no's going on.
There was no. And then you'd always feel...
But would you think it took bravery?
Well, it did, because you're going against the tribe. But our little clan used to go out every weekend, every Saturday night. So by saying no, it did take courage, didn't it?
It did take courage, yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah, I mean, I do think courage is a bit of a skill. So I think you can sort of acquire it. Like being brave, you can like what we were saying in another video. Do you remember we were saying how you can train the brave muscle sort of thing? It's a skill. So I think you can develop that skill, and you can.
But I think a lot of people do take on too much. I mean, when we see our clients, some clients tell us that they're really stressed out, and then we say, well, what are you doing? And then they've got like a million things they're doing in that one day, when half of them, or more than half, they could probably avoid doing them just by planning their day a little better. So it's also a bit
Planning
about
their
practical time management and saying, what can I say yes to and what can I say no to? And that is a skill in itself. And it does take courage to say no, because there will always be people that will be having their demands on you. But there's only so many hours in the day, and most of us are really busy. And so it is nice to be able to, without offending anyone, being able to plan your time and saying no, so that you know that you have time for yourself in the end, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I think it can be something that if you don't think you're that good at it now, I mean, I think you can acquire it. Sort of like baby steps. You can start being brave and saying no to something that you don't feel is right for you.
I mean, I remember saying no to someone recently.
You used to say no quite a lot
I used
before.
to tell you to say no.
She would teach me to say
and
no.
Like coach her into saying no, don't do it,
Don't
do
do
it,
that.
don't go to this, don't do that.
Way, yeah.
But like recently, it was funny because we had someone saying, do you want to go, or do you want to go and do something like on an evening? And we said, oh no, we really just want to, cozy up and just watch television and just relax and chill out and have to do something at home. And in the end, they were going to go and do this thing with some other people. In the end, they said, oh no, that's what I want to do as well. And in the end, they did that too. So by showing your truth, by showing how you really feel about something, you can be like a leader as well. You can influence your friends to do the same, because most people in the end are over, unless you're the kind of person that never does anything and then this video is not for you, please say yes to more things.
Definitely.
But if you're the kind of person that tends to, even though you're in your heart, you're thinking, oh no, what a drag, I have to go and do that. No, I really didn't want to go and do that. I didn't want to go to that wedding. I didn't want to go in that. I hardly know them.
Yeah,
but
so many people like that.
Just because you feel as if you have to conform to a tribe or to some kind of society's rule, just take care of yourself. Because in the end, what happens with a lot of the people that we see is that they end up saying yes to everything until they're at the end of their tether, and then they just have to say no to everything else because they just get ill.
Yeah, they have a meltdown,
or they start getting panic attacks.
Yeah.
And
because I think
your body telling you no.
Because
Please say no.
No, yeah, but you're good. You know that you have to say no. Let's face it. You get, your instinct gives you that nudge, and you know that you don't really want to do that thing, or so listen more.
You can have like a few little set phrases. Say like, no, I would really love to do that, but at the minute I've got to do this, or I have this already planned. Or or if you don't, they say don't even give an excuse, just say no, sorry. I mean, we find that personally quite harsh. We don't like doing that, but you just say no, I really want to take care of myself and I really need time just to chill tonight because I've had a really busy week. And in the end,
for example,
the end, most people will say, oh sure, or I would really love to do that, but I'm just can't at the minute. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure you. How would you say no? Let us know how you. Oh my gosh, the sun's in our eyes again.
Sun's coming in. Yeah.
Let us know.
Here it is. Move away. This is better. Come here.
It's sunny again.
It's lovely though.
Yeah. So just let us know how you say no. And if you do find yourself saying yes to too many things and having too many commitments, how, does this resonate with you in any way? I don't know.
We don't know. But I mean, we do think
being brave is saying no.
I was thinking about it this morning when I was having breakfast, and I was thinking, it does take bravery in a way, because it's like also a fear of rejection, a fear of not belonging to the tribe, a fear of disappointing your boss or your colleagues, your husband, your wife, if you say no to a certain thing. So be brave and say no to what you know is not right for you.
And I think then when you do say no more often, then you will have the energy as well and the time to want to kind of say yes to more things afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
So, and to the things that you really care about.
Absolutely.
And there are ways of, like, say, if I'm just thinking about your relatives now, because a lot of people don't want to go and see their relatives, but
What, for the festive season?
well, whatever, for the festive or whenever, because you feel as if you've got an obligation. But you can maybe just do it in a different way and say, okay, not today, but I'll pop in after work tomorrow or something and spend half an hour. I don't know, just figure it out so that it suits your lifestyle more. Because in the end, when it suits your lifestyle more, in the end, you're going to be happier. And so when you go and see that person, you're going to have more of the right kind of vibes.
Yeah,
and
you'll
energy.
feel lighter. You won't have that kind of resentment that you're bringing with you.
I just don't want to be there all the time.
Yeah, there's no point really going in with that state of mind, because you know the other person, they catch on. You get the resentment.
Because obviously,
Well, look, yeah,
if you've got an obligation, we're not saying do not,
I think this is just a bit of
That's
common sense
obviously
here.
understood, isn't it?
Yeah,
But-
it's obviously understood. Yeah, you can make your ways around it. You can get around things to suit your needs that don't feel heavy going, and that.
Just try and fit it in with your schedule. But just say, when you do say no, it becomes easier and easier. Right?
That's why I was saying I do think
And
it's
people
like
do.
bravery is a skill, and
Yeah,
it
it's
can
a
be
bit like-
acquired.
It's a bit like exercise, I suppose. And in the end, it does. People respect you for it as well, especially if you're nice and friendly about it. Obviously,
Obviously, if you say no to one thing and then
And
you
you
say yes to
smiley.
something else.
or you make a counter suggestion. No, not to do this, but let's go and see that film I really want to go and see. And
Yeah.
you know that they want to go and see it too. Just be sweet and friendly. We don't want you to go.
No, don't go mean. But just respect yourself and take care and
Take
self-care
care of
above
yourself
all.
and love
yeah.
yourself. Going back to that self-love. I mean,
Yeah,
take
self-care
care of yourself.
and-
Because in the end, if you don't care about yourself, I mean, you could be the most giving, caring, loving person, but if you're not taking care of yourself, you're gonna crash.
Yeah, you will crash. So anyway, it was lovely talking to you, and we do hope you'll subscribe and join our family.
Yeah.
We are real sisters, but we love to have more sisters and brothers out there, and we know you're there.
Yeah.
When people tell us they watch these videos, so please subscribe and join our family.
Exactly. Bye
From the English Sisters. Bye.